Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have some really nice conditions out there this morning. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures warming into the 50s, seeing low dew points, low humidity values. We have a northwesterly wind that's slightly breezy this morning. Saw a gust up to 22 knots in the last hour, but going to see those winds stay in the low 20s for gusts today. And we'll just continue to see anywhere from partly cloudy skies to mostly sunny skies this morning, then becoming more partly to mostly cloudy this afternoon with a little bit more cloud cover around 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Looking at our sounding this morning, we had a freezing level at 10,700 feet. Winds out of the northwest throughout the column this morning, anywhere from about 20 to 25 knots from 1,000 to 3,000 feet. And decreasing around 10 to 15 knots at 6,000 feet. Then we see our winds increase. With height, we see a wind around 40 knots at 12,000 feet and continuing around 40 knots at 25,000 feet this morning. Looking at our current surface analysis, we have an area high pressure that's anywhere from the Great Lakes through the Tennessee Valley into the deep south. That's going to be moving over our region today and tonight. That'll set up a good radiational cooling night tonight. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s across the central portion of the Delmarva Peninsula, and inland from the coast. Along the coast, we'll see some lower 40s. We do have potential tropical cyclone 16 across the Gulf of Mexico that's going to be most likely developing into tropical or subtropical storm Nestor today, and then making landfall along the panhandle of Florida tonight into tomorrow morning. Looking at our satellite imagery this morning, you can see we have that mostly clear sky out there. We'll develop more of that stratocumulus clouds across the region today into the afternoon. We have fairly good lapse rates as well as cyclonic flow across the region, and that will allow for those clouds to develop around 3,000 to 4,000 feet for this afternoon. Looking at our radar imagery, nothing on the radar. Not going to expect anything today or tomorrow. Looking at our 3-kilometer NAM model with our derived reflectivity. And looking at 10 o'clock this morning, and then continuing on in the afternoon. Here's 2 o'clock or 1400 local. Very nice conditions, nothing on the radar. And overnight we'll just see mostly clear skies, so cool to cold night for this time of year. Seeing temperatures, as I mentioned, in the upper 30s and near Salisbury, lower 40s here near Wallops. And most inland locations will see the upper 30s tonight. Moving on into Saturday, we'll see some moisture start to approach well out into western Virginia and western North Carolina. It's going to be associated with that subtropical system moving through the southeast states, and that'll bring us rainfall as early as Sunday morning pre-dawn hours. That'll continue through Sunday. Some of that could be heavy at times, and we'll have some blustery northeasterly conditions as well. So kind of a raw and wet, nasty day on Sunday. Looking at our GFS model for the long range, here's this morning, and then moving on to the afternoon hours, we'll see continued slightly below average temperatures with temperatures in the lower 60s today. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures warm into the mid 60s, and we'll have that area low pressure moving along the southeast states and up through South Carolina and North Carolina on Sunday morning, and then into the Tidewater region or the Outer Banks on Sunday late morning in the afternoon hours. You can see bringing us a good amount of rainfall, expecting around 1 inch of rainfall, and if the system moves a little bit closer to the region, could be seeing anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain. So right now looks like a wet day on Sunday. Temperatures in the mid 60s with that northeasterly flow, so definitely a day for some indoor activities for the second half of the weekend. And then for Monday, we'll have high pressure built in. We'll still be dealing with some low level cloud cover across the region. Temperatures in the 60s once again for Monday, and then Tuesday for possible subtech launch, we'll have a cold front moving through the region. That's going to give us a good chance of rainfall Tuesday evening, as well as some breezy conditions. And looking like we will have unsettled weather for Tuesday evening. And then Wednesday looks like high pressure builds in, so a fairly nice day on Wednesday other than some breezy winds during the early afternoon. And then continue on to Thursday of early to mid-late next week. We see that we have high pressure in control, and looks like Thursday will be the nicest day of next week. Looking at our risk chart for today, we'll have a green chart across the board. We do have those winds a little bit gustier than expected this morning. I do expect them to gust around 21 to 22 knots this afternoon, so not expecting wind advisory, and only about a 10% chance to 15% chance of a wind advisory occurring today. High today will be around 62 degrees. Winds tonight will be north at 3 to 6 knots, or calm from time to time, with a low of 40 degrees. Our 24-hour terminal forecast will have VFR conditions the next 24 hours. Chance we have that broken deck around 4,000 feet this afternoon. And then by tomorrow morning, we'll just see some upper level cirrus cloudiness coming in ahead of that subtropical low, with a scattered deck around 25,000 feet at 8 local Saturday morning. Our tides are normal, and looking at the weekend, Saturday will be mostly sunny to partly cloudy and pleasant. High 64, green chart across the board. Saturday night, we'll see mostly cloudy to overcast skies, rain likely towards dawn, slightly breezy late as well. We'll have an early overnight low of 52 with temperatures rising to the mid-50s overnight. We'll have an orange for precipitation and a yellow for our ceilings of visibility. And then Sunday, overcast, rain likely through the afternoon hours. Some of the rain could be heavy at times. We'll have a breezy onshore flow as well, high of 64 degrees on Sunday. A red for our precipitation, orange for winds and ceilings. And taking a look at our next 7 days, we'll have temperatures in the 60s through Monday. Warmer on Monday. We'll have that temperatures in the upper 60s ahead of the cold front approaching for Tuesday. Tuesday will be the warmest of the next 7 days with a high of 72 degrees. Looking like a 95% chance or almost 100% chance of rain on Sunday. Once we get another few model runs coming in, it'll give us a little bit more agreement on that northward shield of the rain on Sunday, but it looks like it is going to rain on Sunday. And as I mentioned, Tuesday with that cold front coming through, we'll have some PM rain showers moving through. Not much instability with this cold front. Will be good dynamics in the upper levels, however, so should see those rain showers and a very slight chance of a thunderstorm, only looking like probably about a less than 10% chance of that occurring with that cold front moving through, but a 70% chance of rainfall. And then Wednesday and Thursday, high pressure builds in, mostly sunny conditions, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. So really nice weather for the middle portion of next week. Taking a look at the subtropical, possible subtropical system or potential tropical cyclone 16, has sustained winds of 40 miles an hour, minimum central pressure of 1,004 millibars, and is moving northeast at 21 miles an hour currently. Here's the infrared imagery of it. We do have some dense and concentrated area of thunderstorms or convection near the center this morning. Or what will become the center most likely, and that is allowing for the system to become a bit better organized this morning. Was dealing with some strong southwesterly shear, and that'll keep the system fairly weak overall. Looking at the latest hurricane tracks, you can see it keeps it right along the coastline of South Carolina and North Carolina on Sunday. One or two tracks do move it up into the Tidewater region or the North Carolina-Virginia border. And with this track, most likely along the coastal sections of South Carolina and North Carolina, that'll just keep us in that rainfall, most likely between a half and an inch and a half of rain over the Wallops region. And taking a look at the one ensemble member spread here, here's the UK Met, fairly good model with tropical systems, showing that concentration of ensembles right along the coastline or just inland from the coastline of South Carolina into North Carolina, and keeping the system fairly weak, anywhere from about maximum sustained winds of 40 to 50 knots throughout its life cycle, and not really giving us much wind, but more of a rain maker for us on Sunday. Well, that's going to complete our 10 a.m. weather briefing. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m.